Hello, people. Hi, friends. How are you? It is Friday and it is Blackmire time, people. As you guys know, as I said in the previous Blackmire video, that this park has become sort of a streaming park. So it is not a lot of speed builds and stuff that I put out from this park. But now we have one. Yes, and guys, I honestly think this is one of my coolest speed builds for a long ass time, especially in this park. So what you see now is that, yes, we are getting trains. Choo choo, motherfucker. No. What my goal with this was, as you guys know, as I've said a million times before, is that my purpose with this is to get a backdrop of trains driving around in the sort of desert-y area and also on the bridges and stuff. So we get this sort of a live background to Blackmire. And it also makes sense to have the train, because now we can connect our other lore parks, story parks, to Blackmire. Which is something I have been looking very much forward to do. And right now we are. So what you're seeing me do now in the background, guys, is installing this new railway, Blackmire Railway. But it is not going to be rideable. It is not going to be for guests. It is literally not going to be anything whatsoever than a backdrop, some ambience, some atmosphere. And as you can see here, having these three trains going back and forth all the time just brings and gives the background so much. So much. Like I am actually quite amazed on how much this actually added to Blackmire. I was in doubt if it was gonna look cool or not, but as soon as I started building it and I saw how the depth of the park and how everything just makes sense now, and I gotta say, guys, I feel complete. Not that the park is complete, but I feel complete. I feel like this was what I needed in the background, and now I can focus on the rest of the Blackmire inner center city sort of thing, where we have the ironworks, all the industrial shops, which I have also added tons of shops in, guys. I am gonna do before Christmas here, before New Year's, I am gonna make you guys a video of before and after of all the new things I've added in here. So don't worry, guys, I will get you guys to see what all of it is all about. But as you can see here, we're building a bridge. This is like the 5th bridge now in Blackmire. But steampunk equals bridges. There's a lot of them, tons of them. And I had a lot of pictures. I tried to look on like Pinterest, ArtStation, Google, really try to find a few different bridges that I could take inspiration from. And I kind of find like 3 or 4 pictures that had these sort of different elements and things that I like. Like this sort of support work was from a picture that has these sort of square-ish sort of supports and goes in sort of an arch. And I really like that concept. So I took that. And then afterwards I add a dam underneath the bridge, which I took from another picture. And then the towers and the bridges and the suspensions is from a 3rd picture. So like all these things you see me kind of like build together here is from all kind of pictures put in one to sort of like get my own sort of atmosphere and all that stuff from it. And I really like this edition, guys. Like honestly, as I said, I am beyond, like I don't even have a word to express this. Like I've been wanting to add this for such a long time. And I feel like now when I added this, that it just makes the entire section so good. I have some cinematics for you at the end of the video where you guys can sort of see how the backdrop with this looks. And I would love your guys' opinion on it, on how you guys think. Because the only transportation things we will have is the train, the boat ride, the chairlifts. And of course they can fly in here as well with their airships and all that stuff. But this guy here took some time to do, because as you can see, some of them is not really It's 100% aligned, but I felt like that this was okay because you don't recognize this as much from afar, since this build is mainly supposed to be for the backdrop. And then you can also tell and say like, okay, if this is the backdrop, like, why do you do all these things? But it is because I still want it to look nice, right? So nevertheless, despite whatever it is, I still want this bridge to look nice from the backdrop, even though there might be some things that are not completely aligned. As you can see here and there, you know, like, because for me, if you can see what it's supposed to be, then I don't care about the rest. And then if there was supposed to be a bridge that was more closer to Blackmire, like sort of center, then I would maybe have added tons of more stuff to it. I do make some towers. I do make a lot of stuff. I do copy paste. Some of it are templates, because I know for a fact that I'm not completely satisfied with how the bridge looks for now. Like, we're talking small clutter, we're talking about some trim pieces here and there. You will see it whenever we get that far into the speed build. But this bridge here is actually something that I really like, and I love the support work we did on it here with the whole squares here. And now I'm just duplicating it around so we get this sort of same vibe all the way around. You might agree to disagree here on some stuff, that the supports might not be super good for this, and I know that they are very thin, but that is also why I'm adding extra towers. I'm giving it suspensions. Honestly, I just give this bridge everything to look it nice. I really don't care about how much it aligned and how much weight it gets and whatnot. I mean, we don't give a rat's ass about that. It is not really our point in this park anyways. Here I'm building the suspension. I do change it though, because as you can see here, they are very straightforward, and I did change it after some feedback in Bro Nation. And after I changed it, I don't record that, but you guys will just see the change happening all of a sudden also on the cinematics. And I am just so much how do you say, happier, more satisfied with that. So that was a good call. That was and it's all about not just, you know, when someone say to you, you know what, I think you should change that, be open to it, you know, because people say that just to be, you know, to give you feedback, to provide with you, and they know that if you do this, then it's gonna look better. And sometimes it's all about being, like, not being lazy. Like I have that, like, way back in the day, like when people say, oh, you should go change this, and then I'm just like, nah, the build is done anyways, why should I, right? But when it's something like this, something that has in a park, I mean, you can change it all the time until you find it satisfying, until, like, if it's a blueprint and you put it up on the workshop, then it's not really a reason to go back and change a blueprint, you know? It's all about that, but just be open up for it, guys, because it literally just helps you in the long haul to do it like that. So, but as I said, here we are making these long ass towers here. They are probably a little bit too long, but or high, but I do add up getting some concrete supports to the water. As I said, I stole from another picture. All these are like sort of a collab of all these, or a mix match of all these pictures that I found that I told you guys. And with that said too, with me saying I feel complete, is that this was the last addition to Blackmire of something that are not there already, besides the shops from like, I am starting to add people's community names, people that watch the streams, people that are in my Discord, people that support Blackmire, people that have been there from the start. They're getting their own shops in here. And you can get one too. I mean, I'm just saying, like, the more shops I have to build, the more I can, you know, take my time to finish this part. So I'm not saying it's a tactic or anything, but, you know, could be. But if you want that, you should join the Discord. You should join the Twitch stream. You should just come hang out with us. We are a bunch of good people in there, and Blackmire has really become a community park in that sense of. People being very supportive, people really want this park to finish. Of course, we all want that. Yeah, just in general, people being nice about this project and want to be part of it, so they'll get their own shop. Like, we added Starship Rats, Star Scopes, we added MacArthur's Repairs, we added Fues Dirt. There is so many different shops here that we have, and this is only the beginning, right? So there are plenty of shops to add on still. We have a flight school, we have a monocle store, we have clothes and accessory store. There are so many things. So don't worry, guys. This is not the last speed build of Blackmire, but this will be the last big addition. Yes, you heard it here first. You can quote me on this. This is the last addition to Blackmire that don't involve a shop or clutter. Okay? You can clip this. You can do whatever you want with this. I'm saying now that I will not add anything unnecessary anymore here. And with that said, that will mean that this park hopefully will be finished by mid 2022. I'm not gonna hassle it because we still have Grimskate, which is the prequel to the lore. I still need to give you guys the story, the lore, and then we also need to do all the comics and all that stuff. And I can reveal to you now what the third park is gonna be in the franchise. Yes, I can reveal some of the theming for you guys. So we got Grimskate, we got Blackmire. The third part is gonna be water-based. So if you know the game Bioshock, I am gonna try to do something with that and then mix it up with some water world aspects. But that is for next year first. And don't steal this idea, I'm gonna come for you. I know where you live, okay? And so I'm just sharing my thought progress here. Alright? So I'm watching you. I see you sitting there writing down. Psst, don't do it. Alright. But that's the goal. So that's gonna be the 3 parts of the lore. And then who knows? Who the freak knows if I get an extra idea for a 4th or Planko 2 eventually arrives and maybe we can continue the lore there. I am so much into this steampunk world. I'm so much into the story, into the lore, and I freaking hope that you guys are gonna love it too. There's a reason why it is not just getting written and getting out on a week. It's because I really want to do something well thought out and a good script and all that stuff. Because it's not only gonna be park showcases, we're also gonna be making small comics of this stuff and all that. Lots of stuff coming up in 2022, guys. I'm hopefully gonna have a roadmap out soon, where you guys can sort of see and check out what my goals are with 2022, which is a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I would like to achieve, not only with streaming but also with YouTube and just in general. So join the Discord, guys, or come join me on Twitch as well. I play a lot of Planko and Planet Zoo there too. But anyways, in the background here, guys, you have been seeing me building this bridge here, and now I have been adding the dam, which to me was such a cool aspect and such a cool addition to this bridge. Since we have 2 dams already, but I do kind of feel like that they go down in a water-based sort of level. So we have higher, we have lower, and then it just keeps on going down like a sort of a stair system. And I really like that. Like I'm so into that shit. So I'm really happy for that addition of the dam I got there. Here I felt like, because this was the whole point about it first, to add these sort of mid-section pieces where the towers are, to get a little bit more closed off and like make the supports and all that stuff more, I don't know, authentic, realistic, I guess. I said that word. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. And as you can still see here, I still haven't fixed cables, the suspension cables, but I will fix that, and it's gonna look 10 times better, guys. And now I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. All right. So this is the Blackmire bridge, obviously. So original, isn't it? And we are gonna have a train going to Grimskate, and we're gonna have a train go to the new 3rd park, which hopefully I can start up next year, guys. So yeah, I spilled some beans there for you guys, so you guys can get a little bit of teaser of what's to come next year. And Also just something completely different. Above end, as at is ending stages, and it is for real this time. We are making the last video now and are filling up the last gaps and signs in that park. So you guys will get this park without, before Christmas. Above end, that is, not Blackmire, but you will get above end. So there is a little present for you there, guys. Isn't that great? It only took us a year after we said it was finished to actually publish it. So that's great. It's great. Though I am very happy for being at the end stages of a lot of my projects. You guys know how these things works, and sometimes it can be really tedious. It can be really tiring. It takes a lot of effort to build constantly and to get to go back and forth to these projects. Like it takes a lot of you, and then also to keep up something in Planet Zoo as well. And yeah, as long as you just have an overview and don't stress about it, then you should be good, fam. You should be good. So as I said, some of these buildings are templates, and I'm not really sure if I want to have this sort of crypt entrance down here, but I felt like it was cool. It kind of helped to make it look somewhat nice, right? And it also just makes sense that they can walk down here from the tower. And I'm also adding some fencing, some clutter, as you know, as always, we gotta have the clutter, guys. And then I am literally just copy pasting a lot of this trim work on this tower, because as I said, it was mainly just template buildings that I kind of wanted to start having, and then just detail them like minimum, but just sort of to get a vibe on how things look here. And I'm happy. I'm happy. I didn't really want to go with these fencing first, but it was the only kind of fence that I felt like could work well here, and kind of didn't look somewhat randomly placed. So I used this fencing, the scaffolding, metal walkway sort of thing here. And after I put some fencing on here, it actually looked 10 times better. I'm also adding a lot more water features to the dam to make it look a lot better, as you can see also with the water. And what I'm doing with that when I do these dam things, that you have to sort of raise the terrain above the other water to make it feel like the water is a little bit above level wise. And then I just go in and I kind of add these sort of water sprouts, waterfalls. Wow, that's a new one. Just all these water features to make it look like that the water is actually flowing into this sort of dam and out on the other side. Of course, in Planet Zoo, you could have made this 10 times better because of the whole, yeah. But we have, this is what we have, and we can still make it look nice, right? We can still make it look nice. And as you guys know, I have been it's not been so many Blackmire videos this year. But as I said, it's mainly been focusing on the stream. But I'm gonna try at least, as I said, give you guys one more video at least of Blackmire, maybe even a greetings. What about I do a little Christmassy thing from Blackmire? That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Yeah, but as I mean, I have so many ideas, guys. Actually, it's not fun sometimes to have your head filled with ideas constantly, because sometimes it's literally too much. I'm getting overwhelmed with shit, and that's why I sometimes just have to stop. Like whatever I am doing or building, I just need to stop it, because not only does it stress you out sometimes, but it also, like, especially like when you do contests and stuff, not that I really do that, but it's just giving yourself deadlines are the worst thing you could possibly do, honestly. But deadline also just keep it going, you know, like if you sort of have a deadline, you can sort of go for that. But at the same time, it also stresses the shit out of you. That's also why I at the end just said with Blackmire, it's gonna be done when it's done. Even though I had deadlines, I've had like, I overlapped 3 deadlines or something, because I said it so, right? So it's kind of stupid to do that. So don't do deadlines, guys. Yeah, it's only gonna make it worse for yourself. True story actually. And guys, if you're still interested in getting some Blackmire merch, you should visit my merch store. You can get a little nice mug or a hoodie or something. Really nice, and we're also working on some new merch as well for Christmas month and January to come. So isn't that nice? So we sort of have the base here now, the foundation of the dam, of the bridge. As you can see, there's still some loopholes here and there that we need to fill in, some gaps. But at the overall, I'm really, really happy for how this is looking. And we're even adding some flags here now, and after we added those two, it literally made the bridge pop up so much. It's what it's all about. It's to make this look super cool. Oh, I didn't make a cinematics of it, guys, but on you, it looks so cool sitting in the train and looking towards Blackmire from the bridge. Like, I have no words for that. It is so cool. Hopefully, I can show you guys this I'm talking about on stream, or I can show it in a little cinematic in one of the next Blackmire video. Hopefully. And as you guys know also, the only guest builder we've had on here is Operateur, and it's also going to be the only one, because I am also going to start detailing the trash coaster, as we call it, which is at the scrapyard, which is pretty much done. It just needs a lot of theming, and when that coaster is done, then there's not much to do. Yeah, you heard it. Of course, there's maybe a little bit more stuff to the back, like maybe I'll terrain some mountains, place a few more trees here and there, but that's literally it. That is literally it. So hopefully guys, within 6 months. It's not a deadline, okay? I'm just saying, hopefully, this part will be at that point where we can actually stop. Yeah. That's my goal with this whole thing. Right? That's what we need to do here. So, and when that is done, then that's where we can say that this is done. Hey, victorious, guys, victorious. I also have, as I said, a lot of new projects in my mind that I really want to start, but I also really want to finish off like 10 of my other projects before I start new ones. And I also want to make a little Christmassy sort of series, maybe with the community or maybe alone. I don't know yet, we will see. And we will see how time goes and how much time I will be able to have on me. Here, as you can see, I'm switching off the roofs because, first of all, I didn't like that the rendering sort of thing removed the roofs when I got further away from it. So I just tried to replace this sort of roof with this normal roof piece here. And also just to save a few pieces. Yeah, you heard right. I said it. To save a few pieces. That's what we need to do. So at the end here now, guys, we are literally just adding the last parts of detailing before we end off the video. I know it was a little bit of a long video, but since Blackmire doesn't get too much TV time anymore, well, on YouTube at least, I feel like, you know what, it's okay to give you guys a video like this. And this is what I'm building here today is it's quite amazing, guys. I really like this edition, as I said. So that's something, and we will eventually maybe add a little bit more stuff around the train or the track here before you enter the bridge, so you don't see all this sort of little bit of a mess that it looks like. We are gonna do that on the other side though, here with the suspensions and stuff. So yeah, it's things are looking good, guys. The future is looking bright, guys. Okay, it's been 84 years. No, I'm sorry. Focus, seriousness. Adding a little bit of different textures here because why not? Since we have all kind of textures, we might as well just mix it up more because we have these cobblestone set at the bottom of the dam. So why not use them as a foundation for the towers at the terrain, right? So I don't play so much around with the lighting, guys, like very little. And I feel like I want to do that on stream maybe, or maybe in another video, because I still need to do a lot of lighting in Blackmire. But the bridge does look cool though with the small amount of light that we do get placed today. But that is also something for doing later on, for sure. So as you can see here, adding these windows with like this sort of gridded fence piece in front, or this little balcony sort of thing, and I kind of like how that actually turns out. So it's super cool. We are slowly moving towards the end now, guys. As you can see, adding a last few pieces here at the end just to give it some trim. I know that you won't really walk. I know no one will walk over here, but I just like the things look nice. Who says that you're not gonna go over here and look, right? So I want it to look presentable and nice. So I might add a few things here just to make it look nice from a distance as well. And then a little bit of clutter pieces here and there, not much. There's some barrels, some iron girders, just to make it feel like that they are actually using the bottom of the bridge here for something. Maybe it can be to, you know, save up some stuff. And you always see on the bridges that there are like all kind of crap and shit under there, you know. So I feel like that's a good thing to do. And also here, just adding some trim work on these support works, just trying to give them some more detailing, to be fair. So I'm not really planning or like brainstorming a lot what I do here. It's literally just to place in some pieces where I feel like they can be. So I'm not really thinking about it so much because there's so much open spaces down here, and wherever I will place things, it will not be in the way. So so that's what I'm doing, guys. So yeah, homies, fam, friends, join the Discord if you want to. Down below, come visit me on Twitch. I stream every day pretty much at 8 p.m. Like the video if you think it deserves it, and give me a comment down below of what you think of this last addition to Blackmire. I dig it. Do you dig it? Let me hear, homies. And remember to subscribe as well if you are new here, or if you are coming from the old channel. This is where it's at now. So yeah, guys, have a great day. Enjoy these cinematics, and I will see you around. Peace. Bye-bye.